Welcome back to Argentina, everyone. We have been parked up at this campsite now for several days, just kind of trying to recuperate from our last week there in Chile. If you guys missed that, you missed out on, well, let's just say you missed out on a lot. But anyway, we're back and we're at this little campground. It's been a nice place. The kiddies love it. We love it just because we're just relaxing. It's been cold, guys. It's getting below freezing here, but we just needed to decompress for a while, and that's what we're doing. But today is different. Today, I'm going on an adventure. Today, I'm going, you guys are gonna love this, I'm going with a guide to hike into a volcano. So this is sort of one of the first little touristy areas as we go up along 40 since we've been in Chile. Malagua is the name of the city. One thing, well, there's a lot of things that are really cool about being back in Argentina. Fuel prices are half of what they are in Chile, and the value of the Argentina peso versus the US dollar has changed since we were here last time. So last time it was 300 pesos Argentina for every US dollar. Now it's 400. So I'm not going to gloat about that because it is an unfortunate situation for the Argentina economy, and our heart certainly goes out to them. But for us, that does mean it is cheaper here, and we spent a lot of money in Chile, and obviously we had to repair the window that was shattered. So we needed a break. All right, transport has arrived and I am going to be in the back seat. So we're on a tour. I didn't know what to expect. We had to buy the tickets in town. It was about 3,000 Argentina pesos for the entrance here to this hike. A guide is required. It was 7,500 pesos Argentina for the transport out of here. I think I've already told you, we decided since Snow couldn't go on this due to heart conditions, that it might be better while they're parked up and just hanging out and comfortable to relax there while I come out here on these rough roads. And that's what we did. All right, these are my new friends here, Gabriel, and I met these guys. They're staying at the same camp spot. They're from Brazil. Really cool couple. And they're headed on the same hike, so I think we'll introduce you to those guys later on. But our friends came out here in the little van, and I don't know, they were kind of, how was that road? Bumpy.
I have to do maybe in the 20s, you know?
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. All right, so this is Gabriel and Michelle. Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up?
And this is their combi. Gabriel converted it himself, and so it looks pretty cool. We got a little stove here. Oh, that lays down for the bed. Interesting. We got a little fan up top. He did all this work on his own. This is actually the first combi I've really looked inside of. All right, here we go, guys. So to start off, we're coming up here through this little dry riverbed. And I'm sure during the winter, they'll get snow up in here. This is probably where all the melt goes. So as we're coming up through this riverbed, there's scattered rocks. And they're uniquely different. But I kind of messed around with a few of them. And there's some that are really dense and heavy. The black ones, you can almost kind of see. And we're actually kind of coming up into what looks like a slot canyon with these dark, heavy rocks. Wow, incredible. Look at this. So this slot canyon is fascinating in that the walls kinda are smooth. It almost looks like asphalt. This is surreal, incredible. I've kind of gotten up out in front of the group, and it looks like you gotta do a little scrambling through here. Very cool. Look at this, guys. So as we come up in here, these slots just keep getting deeper and deeper. It almost gets kind of dark in the area in here. And since we're not in the sun, the temperature has dropped about 15 or 20 degrees. Clearly, there's some birds that nest here, and I don't know if that is condors or what. But we'll move through. Look at this. There's some stairs out here. Wow. Okay. It looks like we've come to an end here. We're at an impasse. And so this room is definitely round. So I guarantee you this is a waterfall. So normally when the snow's coming down, it'll come down here and drop into this area. And it's kind of cleared it out into a big opening and then just cut a path all the way through these rocks. Pretty cool. So down below us you can see the riverbed we started in. And then we came up all the way through this slot canyon to somewhere up here where it drops into that waterfall and that opening. But I ran up here. That's why I'm breathing hard, guys. Sorry about that. To get ahead of the crew so I could prop the drone up from up here and show you guys what this volcano looks like. So anyway, I'm climbing up here and it looks like on the other side there's another little canyon, not as steep, that's cut up there, but the black walls and the brown walls, the walls that it cuts through this material, it's just insane. There's not really a path anymore, so we're gonna try to get up on top of this pile. This is where the volcano erupted. The major eruption came out the side right here. And you know, you think of fire and lava and all that stuff, but this was like a water, like a big wet sludge that came shooting out of here. And obviously the random boulders are just chunks that it took with it as it came screaming out of the earth crust or mantle or wherever it comes from. Mission accomplished, guys. We did get whistled back from the herd, so I jogged down that hill. Made a pretty good time. Probably gonna get in trouble, but we're almost back to the group. We'll see. So we are going down into this secondary slot canyon. So I climbed up in that area, which I found out she said I could go fly the drone at the Mirador, so I thought that was the Mirador. Anyway, we're headed back down. All's good. Let's see what this other slot canyon looks like.
Esas líneas son de cuando se fue formando el volcán. Cada, digamos, tuvo sus años, no es que se formó de un momento a otro y después se erupción, tuvo sus varios años, ¿no? Y cada movimiento que hacía, entonces resalta el mineral. Es lo mismo.
We're making our way up this other slot canyon, and all of a sudden it got very interesting. There's rock steps up through here, and you can see the rocks when they set here must have been molten because some of them are just kind of pressed into the others. But there's definitely a little windy path up in here into what looks like another slot. All right, we're entering up into this other slot now. All right, something ran up there. It's this giant squirrel. He's got long ears. I don't know if you can see him. He's under that rock up there. He's wedged. It's a giant rabbit. He's got a big bushy tail and big ears. Look at him. Can you see him hiding up under the rocks? All right, this feels a little bit like of a scene from Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. You can see up at the top of the Slot Canyon, there's a big rock just kind of dangling off the edge. And we're kind of slipping through a narrow bit right here. Let's see if you can kind of, if I can give you kind of a look at it. There's a bunch of big rocks in here. And this one, and I would have never thought that this slot had this much to it from the aerial view. But once you get down in here, it's insane. All right, we've kind of reached a little bit of a log jam right up here. Not sure what's going on. Let's see if we can catch up and figure it out. Oh, I think we're gonna have to crawl through this little space. Challenging part of the little adventure trail. But it's dark through here, so I'm not sure you can see it. But it's a fun little area. Look at this. And then there's a ladder right here. All right, this is definitely an interesting bit. So we can slide up in here. And it looks like it's gonna be dark, so I don't know how much I'll be able to show you. I had to wiggle my way through that one. With that, the tour is over. This place has been super fascinating. I hope you guys enjoyed it, but I didn't tell you this earlier. It is getting chilly. I got my jacket on now, and it's probably getting down in the 40s, but when the sun goes down, it gets cold super fast. And earlier today, it was probably about 70 degrees and the sun was shining, so it was really nice. As that sun goes down, it just continues to get colder.
It has been a busy day here in the van while Curt is out hiking inside of that volcano that is supposed to be epic, and I'm really bummed I couldn't, but some things I just can't do. But I'm gonna whip up some dinner. In there, we've got some healthy meatloaf going with red peppers and onions and an egg, a little bit of oats, a little bit of salt-free ketchup on top. And then as it gets closer to being done, it gets closer to time for Curt to be back from the hike, we will whip up some corn in a skillet and some mashed potatoes. So it's mashed potatoes, skillet corn, and meatloaf on the menu tonight. What do you think about that, G? You think it's time to get your food? Don't worry, we'll get you some fresh food. Vanna, are you hungry? Is it almost dinner time for you?
All right, we made it back to the campground. See what Snow and the kitties are up to. Looks like there might be some activity around the van. Woo! Look at this. Oh, wow.
Meatloaf
Snow
bowls.
made meatloaf, and it looks like there's some kind of corn with cream and peppers, and it looks like street corn. It looks yummy. And mashed potatoes. Yay! It looks delicious, and I am starving. Wow, good job, Snow.
It is bright and early. We had to get an early start today because we got a long driving day. We have built G a fort. Vanna has her pillow cubby on the couch. They are ready. They got good walks last night at the campground. We got 4.5 hours to go to get to our next really cool destination here in Argentina.
It's actually gonna be Mendoza, which we're in the province of Mendoza, but Mendoza is the famous Argentina wine region, but there's more here than just wine.
Yeah.
And we're gonna show you that for sure.
Let's go explore Mendoza. But first, you may or may not have noticed, we have been spending a little bit more time at some campsites, especially if we pop up at one that is comfortable. And there is a reason for that. It is time to start planning our next really big destination. We are almost done with South America, which means we got to put the van on a ship and send it somewhere.
To a new continent.
A whole new continent. Now, the shipping industry is still chaotic and delayed, and you have to start planning that 3 to 4 months in advance. And it is a wait list type of thing, and it's a mess. So it takes a lot of coordination, working with agents, picking ports, picking the destination port. So we've slowed down a little bit at some of these campsites so we can get some of that logistical stuff done.
Yeah, and there's a lot of logistical details, as Snow said, cost, availability, and you know, we have a big rig, so Snow has been working her butt off figuring that out, but also scheduling, right? So we're gonna land somewhere. What are we gonna do? Where are we gonna go? So
The
we
cats.
got the cats.
Yeah.
All the paperwork and all the stuff with that. But one other thing is, we've been in the van for 4 years now, and there are some things we'd like to fix. There are some things
Yeah.
we'd like to improve, and some stuff we kind of figured out along the journey that we think we can do better. And so we will be coming out with a list of those items later on and sharing sort of with you the lessons learned and what we've done with the van. But I guess the point is,
We got a lot of planning, a lot of logistics, and we're going to bring you along with us for most of that because it's part of the journey. It's part of getting the van to the next continent. And no, we are not going to tell you the continent yet, but in the comments, feel free to guess. We'll be telling you soon as we iron out a few more details.
now, we still are headed to Buenos Aires for Snow's follow-up for her doctor's appointment,
Yes.
6-month follow-ups.
Yep.
So, and we've got some really cool stuff to do right here in Mendoza and in Argentina. And then we also have time left in Brazil.
Yes, we're going back to Brazil.
We are going back to Brazil. We're going to give it that. We're excited about Brazil.
The coast. Oh, yeah.
But this is just long-term planning we have to do.
Yeah, it's part of the journey. This stuff doesn't just miraculously happen. And the shipping and the ocean type movements take a lot of work. So with that, let's continue driving to Mendoza. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!